Hello, adorables. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Okay, so got two new things. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Free samples. And skin. Yep, that's it. Smells like the real deal to me. So, that's my favorite scent of skin. Wow, that's big. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing. It means I'm getting a whole lot more than I thought I was getting. That I paid for. Yeah, this is for you, Dobby. This is for you. It's coming around this side. So, Vet's Best. Balancing Science and Nature Flea and Tick Dog and Home Spray. Peppermint scent. Kills fleas, larvae, eggs, ticks, and mosquitoes. Plant-based formula. Natural. Flea and Tick Company. 32 ounces. So I could spray this on stuff and on the dog. Where does it say this? Turn it this way. I'm looking for sensitivity may occur after use of any product with individual dogs. Monitor your dog for signs of sensitivity. Bath your dog if they are sensitive. Read entire label. So you can put in their bedding. Okay. 12 weeks or older. Lightly spray dog's entire coat until damp but not dripping. Do not spray in the face, eyes, or genitals. Cover the entire coat, including the legs and tail and stomach. Massage into the coat, not the skin, okay, until product reaches the skin. Let the coat dry completely before allowing pets to groom themselves. How do you stop that? Repeat if needed. How do you stop them from licking? You know? It has a seal on it. That's good. Yeah, it smells like double mint gum. Or candy canes or something. Maybe it's a different gum. I don't know. But something like that. It smells like a stick of gum. It was on stop. kind of foamy. Look at that. No, no, no. See, she wants me to do it. Come back here. Where's the baby go? You're not on the camera anymore. This isn't helping anybody. They won't be entertained. Yeah, get the tail. Good girl. He's a chubby fatso. Yeah. Mommy got you fat. Okay. So that's that. What you hear is Jerby. Let's go check out Jerby. These are my boxes. I haven't been in here. Let me turn my light out. This is my new ceiling fan. I haven't been in here for a long time, since the last time I made a video painting that cat. Okay, I could take this out of here. Hey, Jerby. How's Mommy's baby? Okay, I gotta put him in a cage. Alright, there him goes. So I took that big wheel and I got my Hello Kitty packing tape and one of those Walmart pizza boxes, and I took the edge off and I taped it on there, but you can see they're doing exactly what I thought they would do, and I think Jerby did it. Use is bad. Oh, Mini Ham running. Mini Ham's running. It does work if they wouldn't eat it. Oh, you made me happy, Mini Ham. What you doing in there? Oh, what a good boy. Him showing us how to run. Yeah. There's a pitfall. You gotta watch out for that pitfall. Because Mini Ham was in the ball when I put that in there. And when I came out and put Mini Ham in a cage, that's when I found it. So I put Jerby in a cage. Well, he knows. I gotta tape another piece on there. You know, if I do, will they just keep eating it? They ate their house pretty good this time. But I've got all kind of boxes saved for them. I think I saved too many. Like over here, I got this box. I got a Mountain Dew box. And that piece of box, they were using that as a little lid over their stuff. I gotta take this out of the corner. What are you doing with this in there? Get your banky out of here. All this stuff. There's still food in there. I see a raisin. Usually they put a blankie in there, but last time they had that green piece of box in there, so let's do it that way. Like it was cut out so perfect, like they made it the right size to fit in there. Okay, well, are you interested in hearing a little something what I heard today? Bonus material. So, there's this guy named Dave Dobbs, and you can find his YouTube channel. Just look up Dave Dobbs and watch his most recent video that he just put out, okay? Now, what he's doing, he's tracking. Some people call it Nibiru, there's another planet, but I'm thinking everything is inside the dome, you know, and the firmament. So anyways, he's been tracking this thing all the time, and he's kind of predicting where it's going to be, where it's going, its path and everything, right? And well, he's referring to it as the blue Kachina, like the Hopi prophecy, right? And people are catching pictures of the clouds in the areas that he's predicting it's going to be in. And this is educated, not just random guesswork. He's making an educated, calculated guess. It's not a guess. Okay, but anyway. So he's doing all the work, and he's figuring where it's going to go, where it's going to be, and how it's moving and everything. And he goes there, and he gets earthquake things, seismograph readings, and all kind of things like that, right? Well, last time he got this image, and he's referring to it as Pluto, and I think the king of hell. We just had the queen of hell running for president. We got the fifth angel elected president. So, you know, let's just wonder who the hell's coming here now, right? And he's referring to it as like the god of hell or the king of hell. I forget what he said. But he showed one image of it behind clouds. I would call that the dark light of Lucifer. It was a blue orb. Giant blue orb, right? And this is a big object coming in. And you got Israel gonna sound the trumpets all across the city of Jerusalem. You know, like what the hell is going on? This is actually biblical prophecy. And whether half of what we're seeing is faked or not, like everything feels fake. Everything feels so scripted. Like this is the way it goes down, and that's that. Everybody has a role to play. And all these forces are just, it's just manifesting. It is just happening. So I think he said that like maybe it was mid July or something that this came by in a certain place, and it was supposed to create tidal waves, and the world was supposed to, you know, like worry about tsunamis and stuff like that. You remember hearing about these things? Like every once in a while it'll pop up. Well, what I'm thinking is that when it did this flyby, that it was as close to Earth as it was going to be, and it's like causing the moon to be red all the time, and these mega clouds and everything going on, because it's interfering with, it's manifesting. It's manifesting what it's doing. I don't know how this is working. I'm thinking of the planets as some type of in-between state of matter and spirit, plasma, you know. And I'm thinking of plasma, or it goes in the temples, the ancient buildings, big ancient looking temples, that it would come down and it would just be a ball of light, ball of plasma inside of these temples, and then it would just shoot out and radiate through these windows that were the old world windows were like what's the word, mandalas. They're like mandalas, and this energy, this frequency, you know, they would just shoot out and like reset and recharge everybody, right? So anyhow, when this thing flew by in July, I think what happened was that the water got lifted up. You know, it didn't like come down and just push the water down. It's like, I think it like lifted up because maybe it had heat or something like that. And it lifted up, and it stayed up in high Earth's atmosphere, and then it came down all at one time on the Christians' kids. Because why are the Christian children of our top dog political leader, you know, they're like upper class, I guess, and the camp was called Mystic. Now, why would it be called Mystic? That isn't something that that Christians kind of go with. You know what I mean? But then again, they go with Halloween sometimes. It's stupid. It's stupid. The things that we do when, I don't know, we compromise all the time. Because of Hollywood, everything's set up by Hollywood. Anyway, you know, whatever the reasons. And I think that kind of sucked up a lot of water when it came close by and took it up, and it stayed up there, and then it all come down at one time in Texas. I think that was in Texas. I think that's what happened to it. So I'm thinking of it as the dark light of Lucifer because it's blue. And if Israel is saying that they are, you know, by blowing these trumpets, they are announcing the arrival of God, the presence of God, but yet it's going to be the Antichrist sitting on the throne. And Trump is building a new ballroom, which I guarantee is going to have a whole lot of freaking pillars in there. And the way I see it, and I've been saying this, is I'm considering, like, for all intents and purposes, United States is Israel. Whether you're talking about the government, the corporations, or, you know, all the ancient monuments, it looks like King Solomon's architect built them, you know. So Trump is now building that ballroom, and I'm thinking this is all symbolic, meaning the same thing, that when that energy from whatever this is coming by goes by, that it's gonna like absorb it and charge it or something, and it'll be like the house of God. It'll be like the house of the Antichrist. The Antichrist will activate in people's brains the same way that when you go to church and you feel the Holy Spirit and the love of Christ, you know, it will be like that. It will radiate around. I don't know. I don't know what God is coming, but, you know, is what they're showing, because they're saying that there's a UFO coming by called a third eye. No, it's not third eye. It's 3-eye Atlas. And Atlas is a map. Atlas is a god that holds up the world. You know, and the third eye, 3-eye, that's the pineal gland. You know what I mean? So I'm like, that might have tech on it or something. It might have created it in high Earth atmosphere, because there's craft and all kind of stuff up there that never have to come down. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe the gods, maybe there really are cities in the skies, and they're up there because it's closer to source, and so the elite maybe stay up there or something like that. I don't know. There's got to be something up there that very, very rich, godly people stay above us. It just would make sense, wouldn't it? And anyway, with this, yeah, with this coming down, it's like maybe something is falling. Maybe something was created by them, or it's falling, because I don't think it's outside the dome. I think we're under a dome. I think God created space between the waters above and the waters below, and that God made time in that space. And yeah, so something crazy's going on. It's epic. Anyways, I hope you're all having a good night. And I'm not trying to scare you, but you should be checking out some real news about archaeology. Oh my God, I could go on all night about the things I've seen recently, these new discoveries, and like I'm just seeing things that really play into it. But I think Jesus Christ is love. He's the fifth element, you know, and that is how we're gonna save ourselves, is with love and the frequency of love. And wouldn't that be nice if, I don't know, if this thing would land and everybody would just be happy and like, oh, I love you, just be filled with happiness and joy and peace and contentment and serenity. That would be really nice. But that's not the part of the book we're at yet. We're at the part where the monsters are going to start falling from the sky. And don't get me started on some guy Whether it's fake or not doesn't matter, because the seed is implanted in your brain as soon as you see it. But he found a piece of this, because we haven't had meteors and meteorites fall from the sky like we have lately. And they say the stars will fall from the sky. Well, I think this is tying into it, and this is all coming from the same place, right? So it's funny that he recognizes it and calls it, instead of the blue kachina, he's calling it like something from hell, ruler from hell, you know? And I'm calling it Satan's dark light, you know? So, yeah. I had something else I was going to say there and finish up, and I skipped over it. I forget what it is. I'm gonna smoke a ciggy though. Let me try to think of where I was. Okay, yeah, I know. So, if the, is that where I really, it's if it's falling from the sky, right? This thing's falling from the sky, and pieces of it keep falling from the sky when it's coming around in the right location and everything. Some of it's staying up there, whatever. And this guy finds a piece, it was burning. It caught a leaf on fire. This can be faked. AI can fake anything. I'm pretty sure of it. And it's growing into this kind of monster. It looked like some kind of sea urchin or something at first. And it's like, I don't really believe it, but the fact that it's out there and somebody went to a lot of trouble to fake it, like what spores were in there or something, and I'm just wondering, what the hell is this big thing going to come down? Is that the tech? Is that the tech, how it's supposed to, like, maybe it'd explode in the atmosphere, and when it rains down, like, it gets in us, it affects us, and it starts like fibromyalgia, you know, fibers coming out of people's skin. No, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. Morgellons. I apologize for that one. That was stupid. So, the fibers. Anyway, okay, so they try to tell people that it wasn't real, that Morgellons wasn't even a real thing. But it is, because people have fibers coming out of their body, red and blue and black fibers. So I'm thinking maybe it's going to be kind of like a synthetic organic or something like that. It comes from space. I don't know what they're doing up in space, but they can definitely create something and create the illusion of these things happening. But the weather going on with it, I mean, there's a lot of tech that would have to be involved. But I think this is a program. We're in the Matrix. And Jesus knew it, and that's how he performed miracles, because he knew where he was. Okay, I'm going to go now. I hope you all have a great night. Peace out, and God bless.